Today in math, we're going to be solving addition and subtraction equations. So let's go over our DLO. I want to talk about the vocabulary in the DLO. We'll review addition and subtraction vocabulary, and then we'll show some examples. Okay, our DLO today is, today I will solve related addition and subtraction equations. Now it's your turn. Today I will solve related addition and subtraction equations. So we're going to solve them, which means we're going to have cubes and pictures to help us write the equations and then find the sum or the difference. This word related is important because related means they have the same numbers. I just forgot. So if you're related to your mom, you have the same family. You're in the same family. You're related. So I'm related to my aunt and uncle. We're in the same family. But when we're using related with equations, it means we're using the same numbers. So when we have addition and subtraction equations that are related, it means we're just using the same numbers to either add together or subtract. So let's review a few vocabulary words with our addition and subtraction. Here's my operation. Say operation, plus. When we have plus, say add. Add, addition. When we add, we're getting more. When we're getting more and we want to find out how many in all, that is called the sum. And another term we're going to use today is join. So join is going to be a new vocabulary word for addition because there are some word problems in the book that will say there was one penguin, two more, join the group. So we're going to say join. Join is like come together. So if we're in the class and we have a new student join us, we have more, which is addition. So here's the word join. Say plus, add, more, sum, join. Now let's review our subtraction vocabulary. Here's my operation. Let me get a new marker. Holly was coloring with my markers and she mixed all the colors up, so some of them got a little ruined. All right. Operation, say minus. Minus means we're going to subtract. Subtract. When we subtract, we're getting less. When we subtract, we take away. Take away. When we want to find out how many are left, it's called the difference. Oops. Another vocabulary word we're going to use in your word problems today is the word leave. Leave is the same as left. I had 2 squirrels in my backyard, 1 squirrel left. So I could say there were 2 squirrels in my backyard and 1 decided to leave. Leave and left mean the same thing. So leave. My V looks a little funny. I'll just put left. So they're gone. They're not there anymore. So that is minus subtraction. All right, so let's go over. Say minus. There's the word minus. Subtract. Less. Take away. The end is called the difference. And a new word is leave or left. They're gone. They're not there anymore. All right, so now we're going to focus on these related facts. Not facts, equations. Related means using the same numbers. So in your book, you will have 2 questions to solve per number. So here you've got number 1. There are 2 equations you need to use. They are related because I see the numbers 4, 1, 5. They're related. Even though this is addition, this is subtraction, we're using the same numbers. So we have 4, 1, and 5. The related equation would be 5, 1, and 4. So I have 4, 1, 1, 5, 5. On this side, there are cubes that are linked together, and then it circles some and it says they're leaving. So if we're leaving, it's going to be subtraction because we're getting less. The 2 groups that are not together, but the arrow is like, come together, they're joining, that is going to be plus, getting more. So I'm going to show some examples and draw. I'm going to try and draw them like this. I'm going to use my magnet so it's a little easier for me. So they're going to be together and the arrow will say leave, or they'll be separate and the arrow will say join. Okay, now we can get started. So first I'm going to use my magnet. And we're only adding and subtracting within 5 today. Yeah, just want to double check. So let's start with this. Now let me draw my picture. Right now they are together. So how many do I have all together? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I know there are 5 all together. But this red group here with the arrow pointing away means this group is leaving. I had 5 circles. How many are leaving? 1, 2, 3. They're gone. If they're leaving, what's my operation? Plus or minus? Plus is getting more, minus is getting less. If they're leaving, we're getting less. So it's going to be minus. When we're subtracting, we have to start out with all of them, the whole group together. How many do we have all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We started with 5. This many are leaving, so we're using subtraction. How many are leaving? 5 minus how many? 1, 2, 3. Around the tree. That's the way you make the 3. Now, since those 3 have left, I could cover them up. You could cross them out in your book. How many are left? If I had 5 altogether minus 3 equals, what's my difference? 2. 1, 2. So I had 5 altogether. This many are leaving, so I used minus. I counted how many left. 3 equals 2 remaining. Now let's do a related fact. So that would be, I need one more green. Just when I think I have everything I need. But they're all right there. Let me grab one more of these. Okay, now I'm ready. So the related fact, we're going to use the same numbers because they're related. They're in the same family. It's just going to look a little different. So here they were all together and those 3 left. So we used subtraction. Now, my 3 that are gone, they're coming back. See how they're separated right now? Now they're coming back. That's where the arrow says, we're coming. We're going to join the other group. How many do I have at the beginning? 1, 2. So we started with 2. These ones are joining. If we're joining, are we going to use plus or minus? Plus. I had 2. This group is joining them, so I'm using plus. How many are joining? 1, 2, 3. Equals how many all together? This group has now joined them because we wrote it in our equation, 2 plus 3, 2 plus 3. How many all together? What's our sum? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. these equations are related because we have 5 and 5, 3 and 3, 2 and 2. Even though the operation is different, they're related because the numbers are the same. So each one will have a subtraction and an addition problem, but they're related because the numbers are the same. So let's do one more because I'm running out of time. I don't think I can go fast enough, but I want to just make sure that I'm explaining the relation and the pictures for you when you do your work in the book. Okay, erasey, 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 erasey. So the related equations have the same number. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do, dun, dun, dun. All right. So here, I have two groups. Look at the arrow. The arrow means it's coming towards this group. It's joining. If we're joining, plus, they're coming together. So if I see the arrow and I see the group that wants to join the other group, it's going to be plus. So I'm going to write plus right away so I don't forget. How many is in my first group? 1. That's easy. 1 plus, how many want to join? 3. 1, 2, 3. Around the tree, around the tree. Equals, so if I have 1 plus 3, 1 plus 3, how many altogether? I could put 3 in my head, 1 in my hand, and say 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my sum. That's my first equation. Now let's make a related equation with subtraction. With subtraction, we always start with the highest number because you have to take away from the larger number. So now, let me make it with my magnets. So they're all together right now, but this green group, look at the arrow, wants to leave. They're going away. They're not there anymore, so we're going to use minus for subtraction. When we're subtracting, we have to write the highest number first. With this related group, we're using the same numbers. Which number is greatest? 1, 3, or 4? Which one is the most? 4. How many are in this whole group together right now? 1, 2, 3, 4. I know it's minus because this group is leaving. That's my operation, minus. How many are leaving? 1, 2, 3. The ones in the group that have the arrow going away, 1, 2, 3, there are 3. 3 are leaving our group of 4. We had 4. The group of 3 is leaving, so 4 minus 3 equals, what is my difference? If I have 4 and I take 3 away, 1, 2, 3, how many are left? 1. So if they're gone, how many blue do I have? 1. Let's check to see if this is a related equation. We have the number 1 and 1, 3 and 3, 4 and 4. They are related equations because I have the same numbers in each equation. And I have a plus up here and a minus down here. So that helps us understand that it's a related equation. We're adding up here and taking away. So before I sign off, the word problems in here have little animals that you need to listen to the story, and it will say with the penguins, if the penguins are joining, that means plus, they're coming towards the other group, or if they're leaving, if they're all together and then they decide to split up, they're leaving. So pay attention to the arrows and the circles. If the arrow's coming together, they're joining. If the arrow means they're breaking apart, they're leaving, excuse me, then it's subtraction.